Hey, what's up guys, CaCox97 here, and I'm doing another update, I know, and I'm also wearing my Collabing Collaborators t-shirt. If you guys didn't notice it, it was rock, paper, scissors, yeah. Anyway, now, quickly, I want to just apologize about all the updates that I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of updates. Now, if you guys remember, last year, around August, September, basically all of summer, I didn't make a whole lot of videos. So, it's happening again. You know why? It's because of school. School's about to start, and I'm going into high school. I know, believe it or not. I know, lots of you guys think I'm 10 years old or something. I don't sound 10, and if you met me, you would know that I don't look 10 in real life. I'm 5'6". But anyway, I am going into high school, and high school is very difficult with schoolwork and stuff, and I know that. So, don't complain to me if I'm not making Nerf videos, because I'm going to be very busy. Not just with my acting career, but also with schoolwork. That's another thing. So, I'm going to be really busy, and I'm not going to be able to make a whole lot of videos. I'm getting older, and I'm getting more and more busy, so basically, I'm not going to be able to make the simple videos that I was able to make 2 years ago that only took me 1 day to complete. The Nerf Arena, it took me at least a good 3 weeks to make that 3-minute video. Believe it or not. Now, I want to quickly say that in my very frickin' long update video, I said something about a mystery video, like a mystery movie kind of, that I was talking about. Now, unfortunately, that didn't happen. I was planning to film it in August and hopefully get it out this fall, but it didn't happen. And it sucks. So, the mystery video isn't going to happen. Now, I did say that it might not happen, so you gotta remember that. So, I've just been getting lots of ideas of things recently. I've been thinking of continuing the zombie apocalypse movie-ish thing. Since it's getting close to October, and October is the perfect time for zombies, since it's Halloween and stuff. And I've been getting many comments of doing Zombie Apocalypse Part 3. Now, I remember a long time ago, I don't know when it was, but I said that I was thinking of turning the Zombie Apocalypse into, like, a series, like an episode series. I've changed my mind. Yep, I get lots of freaking ideas, and I change my mind all the time. This one I feel strongly about, so I hope it gets made into something. At this point, I'm not saying anything is official at all. It's just, I am. So, I've been thinking that the Zombie Apocalypse, the way that Part 1 and Part 2 worked out, basically, Christopher and the other kid, let's see, we got Christopher, who's basically the hardened veteran of the apocalypse. He already understands zombies, he already kicks butt, he's the BAMF. Then we got the other kid, who's brand new to the apocalypse, and he didn't even want to carry a gun in Part 1. And then by the end of Part 2, he's kind of accepts that he needs to, adapt to his environment, and, he's got to accept what he's got to do. So then, he's going to carry a gun and stuff. But then, so after thinking that he can trust Christopher, he sees the bite mark on his arm. And as far as he knows that bites mean that you're infected and you'll turn into a zombie. Which is odd, because the bite looks pretty old, so how come Christopher's still alive? So, there's a little bit of trust issues going on there. And so now, I was thinking that if I am able to film it this fall, the actor who plays the other kid, since we don't know his name, he's very busy now, but I'm hoping to film it in September and get Part 3 out. Now, Part 3 and onward would basically continue up, except like 9 months later. In real life, it would be a year later, but we'll say 9 months later. Where Brian is now a hardened veteran, just like Christopher. He's now used to the apocalypse. Because after you've been doing something for 9 months, you get used to it after a while. So, now they're both, partners in crime, basically. And then, they meet more characters. But these characters are a bit different. They're veterans, hardened veterans of the apocalypse, but they're a bit different. So, meeting two hardened veterans of the apocalypse, how does that work out? Does everything work out fine? Probably not. Or will people die? So, I'm thinking I've had the story of this, I've had this entire story since, basically the entire story has been the same as it's been for a year now, back when I was making up the story in summer last year. So, the story is still basically the same, but the way that it's going to work out, hopefully, is I'll make a Part 3, Part 4, and Part 5, and that'll be it. And I'm hoping to get Part 3 and Part 4 and Part 5 done. Part 3 would be uploaded in October, Part 4 hopefully in November, and then Part 5 sometime during Christmas, maybe. So, that's my ideas. Don't know if it'll, be made. I got a new camera now. I'm very anxious to start using it, and I'm very anxious to, finish the zombie thing that I did start a year ago. And, you know, I got lots of really good ideas. I like my ideas. I explain them to my parents all the time. I think my ideas are very good. It's just completing them is just the difficult part in it. It frustrates me a lot. So, that's basically the update, kind of. That's why it's titled Let's Talk About Zombies, or whatever the frick it's titled. I probably changed my mind. Finally, you guys were asking me, when's Royal Pains, the episode, airing? I posted a comment, but apparently you guys don't know how to read or something. But the episode is airing August 31st on USA. Everyone who doesn't live in America, for example, Mr. Mimo Jr. in Brazil, haven't forgotten about you. You can look on the website. Basically, just go to Google and type in Royal Pains website, and it's like the first link. Just click on that. You can find the Royal Pains website very easily. They put all the episodes on there several days after they've aired on TV. Sorry you won't be able to see it when it originally aired, but at least you'll get to see it. But it'll be up on the website, and you can watch that episode and stuff. So at least you won't miss it. So there you go. Anyone who doesn't live in the USA and can't go on the USA Network, you can see it online. Thank God for the internet. So, that's it for this update. Kind of happy, kind of sad, but, yeah, so basically, at this point, there's, you know, not a whole lot going on. I'm gonna be very busy, so not a lot of videos will be coming out, and I have lots of ideas. It's just getting them completed is the frickin' tough part about it. That sucks. So, you know, that's it. Okay, get out of here. I'm gonna go eat a cookie. Bye.
Bye.